Come here. I have a secret for you. Tulsa is becoming one of the hottest markets in the Midwest. I'm going to tell you why. Yes, I am a little bit partial. My name is Jennifer Mount, and I am the managing broker and realtor in production at Legacy Realty Advisors. And we are a boutique brokerage right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And there is a trend that is happening nationwide, and it is that people are restructuring how they determine value and what's really important. We went through the pandemic. I'm sure you guys are all aware of that. And that was a major shift in our market. So I am from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I've lived here my whole life, which I'm not going to tell you how old I am. But I have also lived in a 9-mile radius my whole life. So I've not lived many other places or really any other places except Tulsa. And I want to tell you what I love about Tulsa and why I feel like Tulsa, Oklahoma is one of the hottest markets in the Midwest. A lot of people are saying that we are the next Austin, Texas. And there was a huge splurge of growth in Austin, Texas over the past about 15 years ago. And that is trending our way. I can tell you, whenever I was growing up, we did not go downtown in downtown Tulsa. It was dangerous. Now we have one of the most thriving downtown areas, and it's full of nightlife and exercise and community. There's stuff for families and singles. There's lots of bars. There's lots of churches. There's just everything in our downtown now. So let me tell you a little story about a client that I just helped. This is a good example of why the Midwest is one of the most desirable places to move in the United States. So I had a couple that was living in Maryland, and they were getting relocated to Tulsa. They chose to relocate to Tulsa. And we have an Air Force, we have a small airport here, and we have a large airport too. But they chose Tulsa as the place that they wanted to move. And their mother lived in Houston, and she had her primary residence and a rental property, and she loved Houston. However, this couple just had a baby, and let me tell you, this baby was so precious. So the couple and the mother both chose Tulsa, Oklahoma to be their new home. And I got to help both of them with that transition. It was a little bit tricky, if you might want to say, because they still had to sell their houses in 2 houses in Houston and 1 house in Maryland. So I was able to negotiate what's called early occupancy for them. So they were able to move into the house before they closed on it. And for the mother, we were able to close in 5 business days. And that is the fastest I've ever closed a property. It was from contract to close. I've got lots of good relationships with loan officers and title companies and all the people that can help us execute on a decision once it's made, as long as everything is in alignment. So a lot of people used to base their full decision on whether to move or not on the interest rate or the affordability. But now people are basing it on family. I know for sure myself, after the pandemic and some traumatic life experiences I had of losing my son, everything was reframed for me after that. And I do get to have so much gratitude that I don't have many regrets with my son, because we did get to spend so much great time together for the 29 years he was here. And yet it makes me even have a stronger bond with my daughter and now my grandson. And that's the same reason that my client moved here from Houston. Not because her rental property wasn't doing good, not because she didn't love her community, because she did, but because she wanted to be by her grandson. So one of the reasons that people are relocating and choosing the Midwest is because it's affordable. So they can pay cash for a home here after selling their home there, which is amazing. Let me tell you something. Debt free is the way to be. I don't know if you've ever listened to Dave Ramsey or not, but if you live like no one else, then you get to live like no one else. And so making small choices every day are what lead up to the big things that everyone sees, that everyone wants, such as no house payment. What does no house payment mean? Then you can travel more. So that's one of the reasons that a lot of people are moving to the Midwest. Number one, to be close to family if their family's moving here, but number two, affordability. Another reason that we are attracting more people here in Tulsa, Oklahoma is we have a program that's called Tulsa Remote. If you don't know about it, you should. We give a $10,000 moving incentive to people moving here that are remote workers. So let's say that you sell your $400,000 house in Houston, you buy a $1,000 house here, you get the $10,000 incentive. Why wouldn't you do that? Right? It's a no-brainer. So that's another reason Tulsa Remote. If you need more information on that, I am a certified Tulsa Remote relocation specialist. So I would love to talk to you about that because who doesn't need $10,000, right? Okay. And another reason that a lot of people are moving to the Midwest is because our neighborhoods, our landscape of our town is so convenient to get around. It is so family friendly. I am a runner and I have trained for one marathon, many half marathons, and lots of runs. I have the privilege. I can go 18 miles in one direction and never have to see the same thing twice. If you're an athlete, if you're a runner, then you know that running can be boring. So the landscape is so important. And so that's another reason that the Midwest is attractive to families, singles, athletes, young people, old people, all people. So if you are thinking of making a move, Tulsa could be the place for you. And if you'd like to come visit, I would love to show you around. I can show you all my favorite spots and I can help negotiate the best deal on a home for you. I can show you the neighborhood that you want to be in based on your life goals. And there's just a lot of opportunity here that I don't want you to miss out on. So at the end of each one of my YouTube messages each week, I have what's called a 3, 2, 1. 3 things you learned, 2 things that you're going to share with a friend, and 1 thing that you're going to implement. So this week we learned that the Midwest is affordable, it is family friendly, and who doesn't want $10,000 to move, right? 2 things you're going to share. So you're going to share my YouTube channel so that other people can learn from me as well. And you're going to share about Tulsa Remote. And the one thing that you're going to implement is you're going to spend more time with the people that you love this week. Whether it's your blood family or family that you chose, just know that every moment counts and you don't want to waste a minute. So go hug those people that you love. Call me, Jennifer Mount, right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Legacy Realty Advisors. Our name of our channel is Live Legacy Now because you need to remember that your legacy is not what you leave behind. It's what you live every day in the way that you show up for the people that you love and even for yourself. So I hope you have a great week and I hope to see you back here next week. And we will have more information because I want to be a river of information and a resource for you.